Come with me, my friend, to a place that one of my friends calls the least visited place on earth. Presence, the eternal now. Come with me and experience this yourself. Begin by feeling the air on your face. Not a breeze or temperature, but just the air itself. It's quite subtle. If you touch your face, you can feel your fingers touching your face, right? Do that for a moment. You can feel that. If there's a breeze blowing, you can feel the breeze blowing and feel that on your skin. But I'm asking you to feel something more subtle than that. The feeling of air on your face. What does air feel like on the skin? It just means to bring your attention to this more subtle experience. Just put your attention there. We're used to focusing our attention outside, and the world is quite noisy. Many things will grab our attention. So to be very present, we start by paying attention and bringing our focus to the more subtle things, like the feeling of air on our skin, the feeling of air on the skin of our face. So take a moment and do that. Just feel the air on your face. You may want to close your eyes so all your attention can be brought to this, the subtle feeling of air on your skin, the subtle feeling of air on your face. If you can't feel this yet, continue this practice on your own until you can, and then come back to this video again. Once you experience the feeling of air on your face, you may also notice that inside, because you've gotten more subtle, you're paying more attention to presence, to reality, that you can also hear this inner sound, kind of like a humming or a buzzing. It's not tinnitus, as people often say. This is an inner sound. It's coming from inside. And somehow you're hearing it. Not necessarily even with the ears. It's an inner sound. It's your sound. It doesn't have to be the same as mine. So close your eyes and pay attention to if you can hear this inner sound. And if not yet, work on the air, feeling the sensation of air on your skin, and then listen for this sound. Just notice, relax, be very still, very silent. Allow your thoughts to drift through and dissolve. And if you do that, I'm sure you can hear this inner sound. You may need to practice a little bit, but do that. It's wonderful. Just wait. Don't try. Don't expect anything. Just pay attention. Just pay attention and experience what's here. When you can hear this inner sound, it's a sign that you're present, a sign that you're more present than you were before. After doing this for a while, most people experience the inner sound all the time because it's always here. You just may not have noticed it before. It's always here. That's something you notice. Every time you bring your attention to it, it's here. Every time you open and be silent and still, it's here. Just like the feeling of air on your face. This inner sound is always here. And when you can hear that, you know that you've become still. You've become silent. Your thoughts are no longer distracting you. And you're present. You're in this moment, here, where life is, where truth is, where reality is, where God is, where you are. Just bask in this. You don't need to understand anything. You cannot understand this. It is not a mental concept or a belief. It is truth. It is reality. It is you. So relax in this. Rest in this presence. Air on your face. The inner sound. And when you can do this, allow your thoughts to come down into your infinite heart space and dissolve. Like coming down an elevator that's continuously going down. Your thoughts are just dropping through gravity into this inner heart space and dissolving. And this heart space is also infinite. All thoughts can dissolve here. Everything melts into this infinite space. Now your experience of presence is deepening. You're experiencing it on a deeper level. And presence itself is infinite. Your experience of presence is also infinite. It has no end. The more you sink into this, the more deeply you experience presence, the more your life will be permeated with this. The more awake and aware you are. You begin living in a world not of the mind, which is a dream world, but of truth, reality, infinite, eternal presence. It's vast, infinite. No longer will petty problems of the world concern you in the same way. Suffering will leave, dissolve. Your belief in a separate, limited self will fall away. And you'll realize yourself as presence itself, not separate from presence, not separate from life, reality, truth, God, the world. There's nothing you can say about presence, about what you are, about the world, about truth, about reality, about God. We let this speak for itself, to be what it is without interpreting or trying to understand. We simply be with it, allowing it to unfold as it unfolds in each moment. This is living awake, living in awake presence. Everything we've been searching for our entire life is really pointing to this, the end of suffering, freedom, peace, infinite love, well-being, bliss. It's all here, in this present moment, always. And we realize too that it always has been. But our conditioned thoughts, our mind, what society has told us distract us from this. It's why it's so rare for people to experience this simple, obvious truth. It cannot be more simple. It cannot be more obvious than it is. But we've been distracted. So we search for a way to come to simple presence. We search for a way to discover what we are when we cannot help but be what we are. We cannot help but be present. It's kind of like the cosmic joke on humans. But it's okay. It's always available for us. And when we let go of these conditioned thoughts and beliefs and searching for something that we don't believe is here, here it is, right now, in this very moment.